Hey, my Liptons. So, just giving a warning. There's gonna be a lot of profanity in this video because this is going to be a roast of Nick Cannon. Okay, this is gonna be a roast of Nick Cannon. So, and there's gonna be a lot of profanity. So, if you're not into the cursing, if you're not into profanity, please click out of this video. For those who are here for the roast, for the profanity, for the cursing, stay for the video. So, earlier, maybe I think it was probably like a couple of months ago, I did a video on Nick Cannon. And I said, because one of Nick Cannon's baby mamas was complaining about like the baby not sleeping and her needing help and all that different and all those different things. And people were roasting because they were just like, wait a minute. You had Nick Cannon's baby, like I don't know if that was like the 9th or 10th baby, right? You knew what it was. You knew that Nick Cannon wasn't going to be there for you because Nick Cannon, he's one person. He can't be there for 9, 10, 11, 12 kids. You knew what this was. But yet you were out here complaining. And I said in that video how Nick Cannon is like the line. It's not even eggshells anymore. He's walking on lava rocks. Okay? With this whole situation. And I said it. I said, Nick Cannon, I don't know what the hell is going on with this man. I don't know if this is like a mental illness thing. But this is going to go really bad. This is going to go really bad with what Nick Cannon is doing. Now, Nick Cannon recently did an interview. And these are just his quotes. I'm only going to play his quotes because at this point, I do not have the energy or time to really give Nick Cannon a full ass video. Because if that's the case, I will have to drag him sentence by sentence. But this is what Nick Cannon says. And this is from Prop Crave. Nick Cannon says he feels guilty about not spending enough time with his kids. And this is his quote. This is from him, Nick Cannon. There's not a source. There's not nothing. There's Nick Cannon's words. Being a father of multiple kids is always the biggest guilt on me. That I don't get to spend enough time with all my children. One, because I'm constantly working, and two, because I'm just spread thin. And there's the People magazine. Then look at this. He's expecting his 12th child with Elisa Scott. Okay, Nick Cannon is expecting 12 children. Let me just say this before I get to the beams. Before I get to the dragging. I think the reason why I'm so tough on Nick Cannon is because on a personal level, my own father is someone who has multiple children by multiple women, right? And I just see how it has just created a bunch of dysfunction within my family and the toxicity that has been left and the jealousy, the it's just between the women. It's a mess, right? So anytime when I see other men do it, it kind of like aggravates me because it's just like, y'all should know better than this. Y'all should know better than bringing children into the world that you know that you're not going to spend enough time with. And it's not just, and the people keep saying, oh, well, he's financially stable and that doesn't matter. Being financially stable, what does that mean exactly? You can be financially stable, but guess what? Children need a father to be emotionally available for them, mentally available for them, verbally available for them. You need your father to talk to your father about things that you probably won't tell your mother. That's something that your father would understand. Having a man in the house that can, defend you, protect you. How is Nick Cannon going to go into these different households? What happens if there's a situation that happens in one household and another situation that's happening in another household? How is Nick Cannon going to be able to juggle so many of those things? And this is just pure dysfunction that we're seeing here. And now it seems like the chickens have come home to roost for Nick Cannon. Okay? The chickens have come home to roost because he thought that this was just, I'm just gonna be fucking and just sucking and doing all this extra shit, just sleeping with people, having sex with these different racially ambiguous women. You thought that that's just all you had to do and just throw money at it and that's it. If y'all don't know, one of Nick Cannon's sons actually passed away of cancer. And Nick Cannon was saying how he wasn't there for his son during those times when he was suffering through cancer. And there's a man who's about to bring his 12th child into this world. And this is the shit that I hate. This is the shit that I hate. I hate when we don't teach boys and it starts young. We got to teach these boys young. How we don't teach boys to respect women, to value women, girls and women, sorry, to honor them. Because if you don't, this is the kind of situations that you have. A boy being grown into a man impregnating different kinds of women. And people are gonna go be like, oh well, it's polygamy. First of all, Nick Cannon is not married to any of these women. The only person that he was married to was Mariah Carey, and now that is his ex-wife. For the rest of the women that he's impregnated, he's not married, not one of them. And even if it was a polygamous situation, for me personally, I get it. Different cultures, they have that. Even in my culture, we believe in polygamy. But personally, for me, I can't do it. No, absolutely not. Because I think that people are not thinking of the repercussions that come from that kind of system of polygamy or polyamory or whatever the hell. All these polys. So I just think, for me, speaking from relatability and experience of how my own father has done this, and seeing like a different man do this on this, especially a West, like that's the thing. At least I'm from the East. In the East, okay, it's sort of something that's kind of normal, even though it shouldn't be normal. But Nick Cannon is from the West. He's from Western civilization. It's like, damn, son, this is not normal over here in the United States, in Europe, and whatever. Like, what are you doing? He's gonna come to regret, and obviously it's regretful time now because he's coming to regret this right now. And the thing is, and people, were making memes, after Nick said this. These are some of the memes that came. Then why did you have them? And I liked some others. It's just, this is Nick Cannon's family tree. So he has 2 with Mariah Carey. He has 3 with Abby De La Rosa. He has 3 with Brittany Bell. He has 1 with Lanisha Cole. And this is the one that's expecting the 12th, the one that her baby passed away. Right here, Elisa Scott. And then he has another one with Bree Tessie or Tesley, whatever the hell. This is a mess. This is a mess. 6 different women that he's having 12 children with. This is madness. This is madness. I don't know. And the thing is, what's crazy too, y'all? They keep, what's so crazy? People will uplift someone like a Nick Cannon, but will constantly shit on someone like Russell Wilson. Have y'all noticed that? If y'all don't know who Russell Wilson is, that's Ciara's husband. People will shit, and I'm going to say it again, people will shit on people like Russell Wilson and will uplift someone like Nick Cannon. Which I do not, for the life of me, y'all, I do not understand. Every other month, you can say someone comes out and shits on Russell Wilson. Saying that, oh, he's a simp. Oh, he's corny. Oh, he's a square. Oh, he's this, he's that. Because this man takes care of Ciara and her son, who she had in a previous relationship. At least he married Ciara. Russell Wilson is not out here impregnating different women. Six other different women. Russell Wilson saw Ciara. He saw her son. He was like, you know what? I'm going to take care of this woman. I'm going to also take care of her son. I'm going to make her someone of my own. He's married her and gave her children. If you think about it, Russell Wilson did it the right way. But Nick Cannon who's pure dysfunction and toxic. Just I like to think because Nick Cannon is such a good guy kind of person that we can't see through the dysfunction and the toxicity that this is going to lead. Y'all will uplift Nick Cannon, but y'all will down Russell Wilson. Are you serious? Here's what I think is gonna happen now, and this is just my maybe I'm foreseeing the future. You can call me Raven Simone from That's a Raven. Maybe I'm foreseeing the future. Maybe I'm Nostradamus. I think that because I don't know, Nick Cannon has always said how he doesn't think he's gonna live long, even though he needs to stop saying that because he needs to be there for his kids, and the power of the tongue is real. He keeps saying that he's not going to live long due to his lupus and all these different things. So that's why he wants to leave a legacy, which is bullshit because you had 2 other kids with Mariah Carey before this whole mess. Aren't those kids going to carry your legacy? The fuck? So here's what I think is going to happen. Let's say, for instance, God forbid, Nick Cannon passes away, a week from now or something, right? Yes, these women right here, let me take Mariah Carey out for a second. These women, and the one below here, are going to not only go for Nick Cannon's estate, but they're also going to go for Mariah Carey's estate. Y'all don't see what's happening here. They're going to go for every penny. First of all, Nick Cannon is not as rich as Mariah Carey. Let's be honest. This man has 12 children. Let's say he's paying every one of these women like maybe $200,000 a month. I think for the next 18 years, they're gonna come for Miss Lammy right here, Miss Mariah Carey. Even though it's ludicrous that they'll do that, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I can already see it from now that's what's gonna happen. So when that does happen, Nick Cannon has nobody to blame but himself. When his children grow up and start listening, and let's say Nick Cannon does live up to, when his children get up to 18, 19, whatever, his children are going to grow up to resent him. Trust me. And I'm speaking from a person of experience who has this kind of like system where my own father has had different children by different women. All of us resent our father. All of us resent our father. The same thing is going to happen. It's the same old story. And yes, we can make it a situation where it's like all the children get along. But guess what? All the children are going to get along, yes, but they're going to get along to go against the dad. Because they're going to feel like, well, my dad didn't do this. My dad didn't do this for me. He wasn't there for this school, for this PTO. He wasn't there for this soccer game. He wasn't there for this basketball game. For Thanksgiving, for Christmas. For this, for that. They're all going to team up together. And they're all going to resent him and hate him. And I hate to say it like that, y'all. I hate it to sound ruthless. But that's what's going to happen. People who are not in situations where it's like they have multiple siblings from, different stepmothers and that sort of thing. I don't think you can really understand how, this feels with this whole situation. So, I don't know. Nick, you better get prepared for what's about to come because it's going to be bad for you. It's going to be bad for you. And the only person who I feel bad for here is the kids and Mariah Carey. I don't feel bad for these women. I don't feel bad, except for Mariah Carey, obviously. But for Brie, Abby De La Rosa, Alisa, Lanisha, Brittany Bell, I don't feel bad for none of these women. They knew what it was. Y'all knew that Nick Cannon is this kind of person. He's going to just impregnate different women. And y'all guys accept it. In the long run, I do not want to hear y'all mouths on the TL. I don't want to hear it. We already heard from this one on the bottom. Miss Brie, Ticey or whatever. She's already upset because she didn't get anybody to help her when it came to, when her son was crying. So we already got her. I don't want to hear from nobody else. I don't want to hear from nobody else. Maybe Mariah Carey, because Mariah Carey she's the ex-wife at the end of the day, and she had Nick Cannon's first kids, so she didn't know that Nick Cannon was going to do something like this. Maybe I can handle Mariah Carey, but the rest of these people, no. I don't want to hear it at all. Either way, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Please, we got to get these subscribers list up to 200 subscribers, y'all. That needs to be my New Year's Eve resolution. 200 subscribers. Okay, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please tell me what you guys think. Give me your guys' thoughts, and I'll talk to you guys later.